So we open with Karen telling her coot that they're heading to Mexico for Ashley's birthday. Wow, she's only 34? Well, congratulate, honey. So Ashley and Karen are going ahead of time to set everything up since they're co-hosting the trip. Oh, they're getting identical rooms, so no whining. But they gonna protect Wendy this trip and make sure she doesn't get ousted or outed. Over with Gabrice and Gabrisi, she's talking to Rob, and at first she has a health scare, but now we're getting to Karen's live show, which was... And me and Rob actually agreed on something. The show was incredibly confusing. Girl, you know good and well that Karen does not want to look in Charrisse's face, Rob. That's like inviting your poor financial decisions to her event. You wouldn't want to look up in their face, so she doesn't want to look up in Charrisse's next. But then Charrisse got back at Karen by sending around her nip slip. Oh God, they invited Charrisse to Mexico. Why? She adds nothing. So Rob and Juan sit their kids down and let them know they're gonna be getting remarried. Roommates unite. So they gonna head to Jamaica for this lavender union. I don't know if they're gonna have to work this wedding around Juan's job. I think he'll be free come July, August, September, or November. Over with Mia and her coot, she's telling him that Jacqueline's upset because she ain't paying for her nanny for this Jamaica trip. Well, you paid for the Porsche? Nanny's just as important. If you're gonna take care of your girl, take care of her. I had to cut my head right quick. So Karen and Ashley land in Mexico. Wendy with them, and they already starting with Coronas and tequila. You know that's Ashley's favorite. She likes her men old and her liquor Latin. Boy, they really got some good shots of Mexico for this episode. I thought Karen, Wendy, and Ashley were getting there a day earlier. It looks like they're all traveling on the same day. However, Mia and Jacqueline get to arguing in first class. That means they have no class. So apparently Jacqueline thought that Mia was her village and she ain't. But that's not even Mia, that's Mia's nanny. I mean, if y'all can share a shower, why can't you share a nanny? So you only care about her when it's time for her to play with your clit. You ain't shit. I mean, y'all always seem a little too busy for your kids, so I think you just don't like the reflection of yourself that she's providing. Wait. Now Mia said, well, I didn't have a village to raise me, so that's kind of low. Well, that's why she's trying to give a village to her kids. She never said you shouldn't have had a village, but she's trying to give her kids a village. Why is that? That had nothing to do with you. That had nothing to do with your mama and her addiction issues. It didn't. She's like, look, we always partying together. I passed the puss. I figured I could use the nan. You let me sleep with your man, but I can't use that nanny. It's odd to me. It's very odd. I think Jacqueline doesn't have a lot of friends because of you, Mia. Wow, Rob actually looked nice at the airport. I've never seen her so feminine. Just light and feminine. Her hair looked good, and that's never happened. I mean, from ramen noodle to Kool-Aid red, it's always some funky food or a CVS receipt. Oh, goodness, so Ashley gonna hand out some vibrators to start us off. Good, because it seems like Jackie and Mia won't be bumping uglies, so at least they can flirt and squirt with themselves. Oh, Karen is already on her bull because she's calling Gabrice Jizzy. Not Jizzy. Oh, Karen got her a flashlight so she could look up Rob's cooch. Oh no, it's so she could get a car from Mia, so she'll be flashing that up Mia's muff. So with the other girls, Candace asked, do y'all look at your vaginas in the mirror? I mean, I would hope so. I've looked at all of me in the mirror. Like, one, you want to know what things should be looking like. But yeah, you look. You get a hand mirror and you get your leg. Get that leg. Get leg up. Up. You could use your iPad camera. Oh, be careful with that, though. Because one of the best jokes I ever heard on TikTok. This woman's on there and she says, you know, I went to go trim the old bush down there and I used my phone camera and everything was going well until I got my first like. Oh, I wish I knew what her name was. She's on TikTok, larger white lady. I think she does food stuff. Hilarious. I'm a finder. Rob gonna say Candace is giving me Mia vibes talking about looking at vaginas. It's her own. All the time you spend with your head up. And I can't believe you could form your lesbian loving lips to say that all the time you spend up Cabrisse's gooch. I mean, you're sitting here wearing a pride flag and you gonna talk about Candace giving Mia. What do you give? Femininity. Mia wants to compare vaginas. Candace is like, well, let's just look at our own. Oh, Karen gonna say, ooh, let's get Rob's gift together. We're getting her a veil and a bag that says bride to be. Now, I mean, yeah, her and her roommate are gonna link up again, but I don't know after this lawsuit. They could end up broke again. She'd be able to keep her cap coin if they stayed separate. That's why they roommates. The romance just don't work. Ooh, I can't wait to see what shady gift Karen got for Charrisse. Because everybody wants to know what's the real issue between them. Charrisse is boring and wants to be on the show, and we just liked Karen Huger more. Charrisse decided to attack Karen, and Karen's not playing with her marriage. She loves her husband. Even if she hump on somebody else, she could still love him. Everything ain't our business. And everybody else seems to be in a throuple relationship anyway. Talking to you, Rob and Jizzy. Oh, Karen just gonna give her some champagne since she loves it, because she doesn't know Charrisse anymore. But we know she has a champagne room. All right, so now we got all the girls meeting together in the hotel lobby, and at least we won't have room whining. I'm tired of that being a plot line. Let's do something else. So we do a quick cake and ice cream happy birthday for Ashley in the Amber Lounge. Jeez. I will say this, at least Mia picking a fight with Jacqueline seems much more organic. So she sit down, but she can't sit down by Jacqueline because she don't want to break bread with Satan. You give me one of Satan's sisters, so I guess it's a familial fight. I wouldn't call you the devil, you're not that powerful, but you do give me demon, Mia. The little witchy eyes give me demon. Or crone. Although that's normally reserved for races. But Mia, I think as you get older with your colorism, you will definitely qualify. I don't fight with people. I don't like having bad energy with people, so I can't do that, oh, we fighting and making up all, We got one good time. One good time. After that, it's like, this probably isn't the best union. Now, I will debate with you, though, but I ain't gonna argue with you. Girl, she threw a brick at you in 11th grade? I couldn't have gotten over that. So Jacqueline says when Mia's not in control, she turns ass. And I can see it. I can see it. Look how she got when Wendy wouldn't get upset about Peter's approval. Where is Penelope Thomas? She's a housewife as much as they are. Honestly, Penelope is an OG. Jacqueline said Mia needs more dick. More dick. Mia gonna say, oh, you want to go there? You want to talk about all your dicks? To me, all that means is a bunch of men find her attractive. How is that an insult? How is a beautiful woman meeting men and sleeping with them an insult? Please. Mia, you're trifling. What? Mia really said close your legs to married men. Shout out to Nene Leakes, but honey, we are not here for a rehashing or a reenactment. We're here for original reads. That was Nene's script, not yours. And like your legs ain't been open to a married man a time or two, so when you share men, you can't say close your legs to married men. You can't because you're sharing them. You're passing the penis. Must be good. Pass it. I wonder if that crocodile they keep showing on the interstitial when the show comes back from commercial break is supposed to be Mia. It could be. It could be some low-key shade, some unconscious shade. Girl, but Jacqueline said, I am done with you. You sold your soul to the devil. I don't think she sold her soul, but definitely her body. Wait, what? Now Jacqueline saying I would never sleep with your husband? Y'all was kikiing and cockeying about sharing other boyfriends, though. I don't know if I'm believing this. It could just be some good acting. Didn't you say you asked to sleep with G? Everybody's very confused. I'm with Gabrisi. Where is the disconnect? Candace is telling Mia to get her half, and Mia's like, I ain't helping her. I ain't going nowhere with her. So Wendy goes to console her. One of the only nice ones on the show. Karen said, I ain't getting in it. I can almost not blame Karen, but Wendy's like, look, Mia already hate me, so I'll be happy to help your best friend when you want to be a butt. And Wendy said, well, she hate me, she hate Karen, now she hate her twin of friend of years. Maybe it's her. Oh! Candace said, this is a domestic issue. The police say they are the most dangerous. We should not engage. Wow, for once Candace learned, I guess once you got bopped on the show twice, you're like, let me not get hit a third time. So after that argument, we all got to go out to the Shaman. See, this is why you can't take Jizzy nowhere. She starts complaining about the Shaman. Oh, this is Ashley's Birkenstock. No, this isn't. This is actually you participating in the country you're in's culture. So why don't you just appreciate it instead of making fun of it? You sound white and embarrassing. And that's the worst insult I could ever give you. You sound white. Ah! Karen called Charrisse a has-been leprechaun. She ain't having it. Ha! She's looking for a pot of gold, some coins, some food, some French. Karen does not mess with that woman. So after the Shaman, Mia and Jacqueline still ain't hugging, but it's only been 4 minutes. So everybody goes back to their room and they get their gift bags. Girl, Rob put her veil on for 2 seconds and it blew off. Robin didn't even catch that shade. That's how good it was. So we all head to dinner and Giselle holding on to her wig and Karen said, oh, I'd love to see your wig fly off. But Giselle, we could see your wig fly off too. However, Karen, remember when her assistant said your wig looks like coochie hair and she told him to do with it what he could because she couldn't afford a new one? That's embarrassing too. I think those events are about par. Oh God, not Giselle having a man. Girl, we done seen you run enough men off. If I got a man and I was you, I'd keep that quiet. I wouldn't bring him on the show. Giselle said her man needs to make her laugh and have a large penis. That's pretty much it. And that's why you single, because your standards is messed up. Because laughing and dick ain't never paid a bill. So Charrisse joins the ladies for dinner, and Karen just rolls her eyes. But as all the oxygen leaves the room, Jizzy asks Ashley how Michael doing. Oh, Ashley's still holding hands with her coot. They ain't leaving. They ain't getting divorced. They ain't getting divorced. This is a plot line. She ain't leaving that coot. And I don't blame her. These men out here ain't shit. Giselle gonna say, you're taking us on an emotional roller coaster. Well, buckle up, because you love other people's business and you ain't got none of your own. You don't have an emotional roller coaster to go on. Oh Lord, who told Rob to wear this pink outfit? You look like a vagina. She told Karen her veil blew away and Karen said, yeah, that veil knew you wasn't getting married. Ooh! Not telling a lie with the fake ring, Karen. Rob's ring is fake? Well, I mean, they do have crackerjack money. A Claire's coin. A cap coin. Giselle said, well, I got a flashlight so I could get my poor shot of Mia. However, Giselle's like, okay, let's get back to the mess. Karen didn't invite you to her live show and you posted her nipple because of it. And Charrisse gonna say, well, I didn't post it because of it because I didn't care about being invited. I just wanted to embarrass Karen. Karen gonna say, well, if you had sent me that, we might have been able to repair fences and move on. But since you want to keep embarrassing me, no, I don't want to be friends with you. Karen said nobody's mentioned you in years, and the show's been fine without you. We made it 7 seasons without a whole bunch of Charrisse. Charrisse says, well, you weren't there for me when my parents died, and Karen said it was because my parents had just died. But now Karen get real gully. You gonna keep my mama name out your mouth. So as Karen goes ham, Giselle says, well, which one of your boyfriends did Charrisse sleep with? Because you shouldn't be this mad. But I feel like she's justified because she is using her mama's death as a plot line to talk to Karen. But Giselle, how are you gonna call this a geriatric fight when you ain't nothing but 2 years younger than them? All right, well, that was a good one. I'ma see you soon for something.